What's the mindset after back-to-back losses? I mean, you guys hadn't had that, since 2001.
To go out there and, obviously fix the things that we need to fix, of course, minimal mistakes, give a lot more effort on, certain plays and catch a dub.
You talked about after that game how you went absent and how weird those second and third quarters are. Obviously, it can be emotional after a game, but after you've watched the tape, what stood out to you?
Really nothing, to be honest. I feel like everything that we had was still in front of us. I mean, we still had the opportunity to, win the game, and that's probably the best thing for us, and that's all we can really ask for, just the opportunity and a chance to win, and that we gave ourselves, so that's pretty much it.
So do you and Dak talk after those games about what he was seeing and maybe why the ball didn't come to your way in the second and third quarter?
Not really, no. Just kind of clear a couple things up as far as detailing on route running and, execution.
How much of that was contributed to the offensive line not being at full strength and just some of the timing on some of those routes?
Not a problem.
You didn't think that maybe Dak was under duress a little bit more on the left side?
Yeah, for sure. Obviously, you got a Hall of Fame in Tyron Smith not being there. And, he's huge. He's a huge component to this offense, and we definitely missed him out there.
You're only a few catches away from the single-season catch record and breaking Michael Irvin's record. What is that going to mean to you to potentially be able to do that at home?
Hope we win. Then it'll mean a lot more.
Have you heard from Michael during this at all about him breaking his record at all?
Nah, I haven't. Not yet.
How quickly you think you'll hear from him?
Only a matter of time.
Do you know that you guys are 4-1 when you have 10 receptions or more? And if you do you remind the coaching staff of that?
Nah, I didn't know that stat. That's crazy. Interesting.
What would you say your relationship with Michael is like? What are some conversations y'all have had in the past?
Michael
Irvin.
Oh, that's my dog. But yeah, we had plenty of conversations. Just for starters, as soon as I got in, he took me in, obviously with wearing the number and helping me understand the legacy. And then as I was going on throughout this process, the good, the bad, he's always been in my corner, giving me tips. And then obviously when he come inside the locker room, he shows love, unconditional. Shout out to Mike for that. And yeah, we chase him.
When you do break it, will you call him first, or will he call you first?
I'll call him. I'll call him.
Just to make sure he knows.
Yes.
He should be at the game.
Yeah, he'll be there.
Oh, then yeah, we're gonna celebrate together.
We know how competitive you are, and you've had a dynamic year this year. Is it hard to temper emotions and frustrations at times when, as you stated back in September, if you just get you the ball, you'll get in the end zone?
Yeah, I just do. I just know what I can contribute to the team, obviously, and the type of player I am. Worked hard to be in this position, of course, and as everybody else on this team. So just putting myself in the best position, help the team, of course. And, yeah, man, I like to win overall. It's not really so much more of the stat. It's just whatever the stat ends up being after the game, yeah, that's cool. But, like, throughout the game, I'm not, I got 100 yards in the first quarter. Yeah, nah, that's not it. I just like winning. Like, I really have an obsession with winning.
Was going undefeated at home one of the goals coming into the season? Is that even talked about?
Not even, honestly. It's just, that was just, that kind of, we got blessed with that. I'm happy that we can contribute to that. We got to make it 8-0 this week.
What do you like most about playing at home?
The fans, the atmosphere. We're home. The fans definitely get the game a bit more arousing.
What about in terms of like your routine, like when you wake up in the morning, being able to be at home and stuff? Does that matter to you? Does that make an impact?
Yeah. You wake up in your own bed. I feel like that's the only advantage that we do have. Well, obviously we have our facility and everything, but the best advantage is waking up in your own bed. I feel like that's kind of underappreciated, but that has nothing to do with on our record. We got to still go out there, play, no matter what bed we wake up in. We still got to go out there every Sunday or Saturday and be the best us.
Going back to the records conversation, what defines personal success for you, at least in this season?
A successful season. I feel like regardless of whatever happens throughout the season, the good, bad, and indifferent, if we continue to play and have a chance to winning the Super Bowl, successful season.
For you personally?
For me
As a team?
personally, I like winning a lot. I'm gonna say that again. I love winning a lot. So
You guys weren't able to get the win, obviously, against Miami, but you did have that clutch drive. Were there things that you took from it, even though you weren't able to get a win?
yeah, man. In the heat of the moment, I know that we are definitely ready. Excuse me. Yeah, we had that last drive. I don't know how long it was, but it was pretty long. We had a couple setbacks, but we still overcame those. And to show how dynamic we are offensively and the ability to score with whoever, I feel like that was on display also. And anybody is willing to make the play, so happy for that.
CeeDee, if you get to stop defensively after you scored on the
Game's
third
over.
down, you get the ball back probably about a minute 30. Were you guys on the sideline talking about a final drive?
We definitely knew we had to get a couple first downs because I'm sure they had like 2 timeouts. I know we had like 3 at the time with like 3 minutes left. But, yeah, we had to get a couple first downs and then the game would be over.
I have a dumb question. Jimmy Johnson, when the team wouldn't get their sandwiches on the plane ride home.
Mm-hmm.
If you guys have the distinct advantage of sleeping in your beds, and that's why you're winning at home, has he talked about taking away that privilege so that it feels like it's more on a level
Oh,
playing
no,
field
no,
when
no,
you're on
no,
the
no,
road?
no, not at all, not at all. I don't think, it's that big of a factor to where, like, oh, we can't sleep in our bed. Damn, we might lose. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like
I'm just, how do you guys mimic?
You
know,
can't.
If,
I don't
if
think
that's
you
the
can.
one thing you're trying to figure out is like the advantage.
Yeah, I don't really think you can. Obviously, sleep is sleep. You can't really put a gauge on it. Everybody sleeps differently. But at the end of the day, we all wake up as one team. You know, we got to go out there and, put on a performance that we would as if we were at home. And we've come up short up here lately, but we're gonna change that around soon.
After some losses, you guys have said we were pissed off, but now you've lost consecutive games. Something that's happened too often around here. What is the mood like right now?
It hasn't changed. Obviously, we got to stay upbeat, stay positive, move on to the next one. Granted, we don't want that to happen again, and make it 3. So can't make a situation worse, and we working to prevent that.
You always say you want to play your best football going into the postseason. Where do you think you guys stand right now?
We still growing. I feel like last game we still have put out, great film. And as a team overall, we know what we had as far as mishaps, MAs, MEs, mental errors, missed assignments. We can correct those. And then obviously the flags, we gotta nip those in the bud. But coming up in this last 2-game stretch before the P's, we gotta be the best version of us. That's it. Thank you.
Thanks, CeeDee. Appreciate you, brother.